Alrighty, it is time to start a brand new adventure on stream. Alec, please, God, no spoilers. I have my girlfriend here ready to play some Doki Doki. And, yeah, let's do this. We're doing a little bit of mic testing, like, live. As you can see, like, you might hear me double right now. So do a couple of things to make sure that we don't double. There we are. Anyways, so let us get started with some Doki Doki. Maybe. There we are. Never finished the game. Yeah, no, I have beat the game 100% and got all the little like funky achievements and whatnot. So, yeah. Is that... Display audio is not? I don't know if the display audio is actually picking up. Alec, can you hear the game right now? You're my live tester right now. Maggie, can you do like a talk?
Hi.
Never realized how much my voice can.
Oh, really? You're pretty loud.
Okay, he can hear it. Cool. Everything seems good. All right, all right. I have to like raise Maggie's noise gate so that way I don't pick up on her mic. I know you don't understand a word I'm saying, but it makes sense. Might be a little loud though.
I thought you
Oh, the game might be a little loud. We'll bring it down about negative and we'll go from there. All right. So, just so we get everything all together, Doki Doki Literature Club, it is a dating simulator. And Maggie has never played a dating simulator.
I played like phone.
What?
I played phone games like that, but like not.
Okay, so yeah, no. Doki Doki Literature Club. Okay, so when you say like not like that, you just mean like not like actual dating.
Well,
it's just like relationship building type game.
yeah, like if you choose a certain option, it takes you through a whole different storyline kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's what I played.
Right, you explained it as Telltale.
Oh.
Turning it down in game, maybe that'll help. So how's it sound now, Alec? Why we have our live tester. For some reason, it's not displaying the game audio on OBS, so I don't actually know how loud it is. Then again, Maggie's just quiet.
Yeah.
So much better. There we are. Okay, we're in business. So, yeah, no. Maggie has never played a actual dating simulator. She has played like games similar to a dating sim, but Doki Doki Literature Club is probably like one of the most popular ones of recent time, which is why I'm introducing you to it.
Okay.
All right, so let's start up a brand new game. Go ahead, enter your name. It could be whatever you want. It doesn't have to be your actual name. Egg.
Wait.
That is it?
Yeah.
You want to read or should I read?
You can read if you want. You'll be the narrator.
Okay. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long? We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, we would meet more and more frequently. Now we get tired of waking up. Act, please. When it actually happens, I will. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again! But I caught you this time. Maggie's fucking losing it over here. Yeah, I need to do like one little like mic change. Are you okay?
I'm just watching your facial expressions as you're saying.
Yeah, because it's so hard to do a female voice as a guy. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Also, I might judge you later in the story. That's fair. You would, you say you were thinking about ignoring me. God fucking damn it, it's been so long since I can read. That's mean, Mags. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. You should read at least your parts. Or to say
Okay,
Mags.
okay.
Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in me. You don't have it in you to be mean if you wanted to. I am having a stroke.
Whatever you say, Sayori.
We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Mags, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club?
I told you already. I'm not interested.
That's...
Oh, that's you. Ignore me. I'm just talking.
I told you already. I'm not really interested in joining any club. I haven't been looking either.
Eh? That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I?
Sure, it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right?
What's a NEET?
It's just an insult.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I let myself relent to her.
So that's what she looks. That's not my character.
This is not you. Your character's never seen.
Okay.
You are you.
Okay.
I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind a little, at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. School day is as ordinary as ever, but it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation.
Clubs.
Sayori wanted me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello?
Sayori?
Sayori must have time to come in the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around to realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if that's going to make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know...
No, what?
Well, that you can come to my club.
Sayori?
Yeah?
There is no way I'm going to your club.
Eh? Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure that she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even.
Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kinda told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh.
Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here!
I told you, don't call me a new member.
I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. Pleasure meeting you. Sayori is always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Wait, I'm a boy in the story?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Surprise! Ah, Mags, what a nice surprise! Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Maggie just gave like an eye roll and shit. That's so good. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry.
Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back to the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. This is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki.
Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Max. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little...
You too, Monica?
Come, sit down, Max. We made room for you at a table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. And how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! I have no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first one, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself.
This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything.
I thought you technically did. Sayori said.
Well, maybe. But not for, you know, you dummy.
Alright, alright.
I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. Carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray.
You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know...
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori.
Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know... To be honest, I can't help all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing and the budget and publicity are how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica's really a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement.
Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put that away. You can put it that way. I can't read words. Everyone here is dyslexic.
I thought that was part of it.
No, that was just me.
I was like, wait, what?
Not that people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though, I still don't know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. Mags, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well,
Considering how little I've read these past few years, I really don't have a good way of answering that.
manga? Definitely.
I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. That's all I've been reading, so I mean...
I've never really read manga.
That's fair. Manga's fun. Lots of pictures. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change.
What am I saying? I spoke without thinking before seeing Yuri's sad smile.
Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. These with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book. I read a horror book once.
Good English! Woo!
You're rubbing off on me!
I desperately grasp something I can relate to at a minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Hey, I do like horror novels.
You do like horror
like
themed stuff, yeah. Mystery. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. Someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Real horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why that? Why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands over her shoulders. I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them.
Ah, not a very confident writer yet?
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, showing even the deepest reaches of your... You have a writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
I love this face. I don't know why. Oh, wait. Oh. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Huh? Natsuki and Yuri looked quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Mags? Monika smiles warmingly at me once again.
Hold on, there's still one problem.
Eh? What's that? Now that we're looking back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time.
I never said I would join this club. Sarah may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and,
I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But... Sorry, I thought... Eggs?
You all...
I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls.
Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club.
One by one, the girl's eyes lit up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down.
Hey.
Really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then it makes it official. Welcome to the literature club.
Ah, thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Mags. Oh, Mags, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah.
Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Mags, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs.
Sure, might as well.
Yay! That, the two of us depart the classroom and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school at a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow even closer to one of these girls. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances and good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. So far, what do you think of my voice acting?
I can't keep a straight face.
Alright, that's cool. That's exactly what I wanted.
That's why you wanted to see my reaction to it.
That's where I really wanted the webcam on for, yes. It's time to write a poem. Pick words that you think your favorite club member will like. So this is important because you see like the little chibis down here?
Mm-hmm.
You choose any of the members that aren't Monica because she's like the leader of the group. And whatever words you pick, you'll be able to learn more about the characters based on the they'll react on it.
Okay.
Go ahead and just choose one. We'll be choosing 20 words.
Let's do sparkle.
Very like that one.
Parfait.
Natsuki. Is there one that you really like out of these three?
I don't know yet.
Fair, okay. It has only been one day in school so far.
Let's do nature. Playground. Charm. Puppy. Oh. Passion. Firefly. Dance. Music. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, Sayori's like really loving these answers.
Family. Memories. Why are you smiling?
I just love how because like you noticed that it was Sayori bouncing and now it's like every answer you choose it's another Sayori bounce.
Smile. Headphones. Daydream. I haven't got one.
You haven't got a single one for Yuri yet. That's another reason why I was laughing.
peaceful. Does she like the sad words? Because there's a lot of sad words. Is she?
Yes, she's more like depressing to herself, things like that. Like if you're discard, I think that's her.
Fireworks. Clouds. Dream.
So if you haven't figured it out, Sayori's like the girly girl. Natsuki is like very childish, and then Yuri's very like to herself.
Okay.
So oftentimes has like darker thoughts because of that. And which
Dream.
one?
Got one.
Got one, the very last one. Hi again, Mags. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word.
Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Keeping your promise, Mags. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature whether you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like, he deserves any slack. Oh, I blocked it.
You what?
I can remove.
Oh.
I forgot I could do that. They already told me that you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in her classroom. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Mags always gives it her best as long as she's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking and cleaning my room. How dependable. Oh, that's you.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. Don't laugh at me, I cough.
I thought you were coughing so you can get like the deeper voice out because now that you know you're a guy, it's like you gotta play the role, and like I'm playing all the female characters.
No, that was genuinely, I was coughing. Oh, it's my turn.
Yep.
Oh, you almost set your house on fire once.
That's so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? Might be a little jealous. Well, come, you and Max can become good friends too.
Sayori?
Usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought something, brought you something today, you know? But wait, Sayori?
Me?
Not really. Don't be shy. Really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Eh? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation.
Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
That's so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Right. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. Hey, shoutouts for the raid! I very much appreciate that, Verati.
Hello.
Yes, we are playing some DDLC, cause Maggie has never ever seen anything about this game, so I figured it'd be really funny. GG's. Hey, thank you for the follow, Tree Try Trunk. Definitely appreciated. GG easy. I can't English. GG's. This is Yuri. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much.
Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read it.
I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Damn, this voice acting. That is one thing I definitely do, is I voice act in like every game that has dialogue. Now that everyone is settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. Yeah, I kind of forced her to be in the role of the male character of the game. So she is the male and I am all four females. And it has been a struggle for me, but I'm kind of remembering everything in my head. Absolutely stunning. Thank you so much. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. Slumped down in the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? Always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read as I accidentally right-click. I could probably fall asleep right now. Close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is the idea of literature clubs sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. Something that just throws up right in front of fucking Sayori. I'm sure she would love to see that. That doesn't solve the problem, though. Eh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, no one will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important English! So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? After they come, we can do the things to speak to their creative minds. Sayori is taking this really seriously. I'm having real struggles right now.
You got this. You got it.
It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Aha, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. I just love seeing the facial expressions. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. Suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes.
What?
I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry! Wait! Actually, I'm not sorry at all. Your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club.
Does our school have a napping club?
You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You need to get used to it.
Don't say that so loud.
I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though.
Yeah? I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori.
But I do best. You like my girly
Every
laugh?
time
The girly laugh.
That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Eh? Not every day.
That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
It's a secret.
I knew it.
Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you.
Eh? Sayori glances around at herself. How's it written all over me?
We're clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair, it's sticking all around you. Here, look, your hair is sticking out all around here.
Ah. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out.
Man, you really need a brush for this.
My hair is just really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right there.
Try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that.
Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that.
Hey, you meanie.
And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet?
Damn, that's savage coming from the male character too. In like a dating sim. I just find that hilarious. Eh? That's super mean.
Sorry, but you'll thank me later.
Start to button her blazer from the bottom.
Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind.
Oh, I forget you get these little shots.
You're a lot taller than me.
Yes, much. Like a head and a half taller, probably. So funny.
What is?
Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does all these kinds of things.
Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid.
Okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you?
I guess.
Hey, be careful. The button might come off.
Why is this one so hard to close?
God, I forgot about this. I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Maggie's already losing it.
Does this thing even fit you properly?
It did when I bought it. Maggie's IRL sighing.
If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about?
It means my boobs got bigger again.
I'm done.
I can't take that seriously.
I'm done. Don't say that out loud.
I can't.
Stop it. Please.
It's
please.
the line.
Anyway. You look much better now, so...
Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. Not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more.
Just did that.
Phew. That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So, if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of Oh, that's you.
What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing?
Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine, fine. It's a deal.
I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so. Huh?
So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori.
Aw, but I was joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes.
Okay, everyone.
Eh.
Just the Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote? Yay! Mags, I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same.
I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah.
My relaxation ends. Can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? This is all you. You remember who is who, right?
Yeah, I will share with Yuri.
Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair.
Oh wait, I got it mixed up. No.
Say Yuri is childhood best friend, if that's what you're figuring
No,
out.
I wanted the pink-haired one.
Natsuki.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, well, next time we'll do that one. Yuri stares at the poem. Minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! Sorry! Forgot to start speaking.
It's fine, don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
Just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
Ah, so it's that bad?
No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hand. I couldn't help but notice that she's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people.
It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter that they form-fit the two together. The end result is both the style and the expressiveness are weak. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you could be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not that finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with some practice, and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine.
I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki.
Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
I'm supposed to read this out loud.
Have fun.
Okay.
I want a drink. My mouth is dry.
Ghosts under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be placed by the sickening blue-green hue. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but removing the past. The light flickers, I flicker back.
I'm sorry. I must have such terrible handwriting.
A little bit. What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. It's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Ooh. Actually, this story isn't about a ghost at all, Mags.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and expressiveness in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of a poem is only being symbolically compared to it. Appearing in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
Nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Guess I'll have to keep trying.
Counting on you.
Natsuki.
Oop. Well, it's about what I experienced from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. I just didn't evoke any it just didn't evoke any emotions.
But basically, it's not cute enough for your taste.
You want to get smacked?
I'll pass.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. I like her handwriting.
Yeah, it's readable.
I don't have to lean into the computer screen to see what she's saying.
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decide to write about it. Zoe's also watching the
Yeah.
computer screen.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set it for rhyme at the end, but then it makes it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out that feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized.
That's what it's like. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, guess not.
I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Next.
Sayori.
Boom. Oh my goodness! This is so good, Max! I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer!
Sayori. You must be seriously overreacting. I am not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez.
Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't? Oh.
Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, not just a poem, it's a Max poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest.
You're so weird, Sayori.
I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of this club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the classroom.
Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't, break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Mags. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Try new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Sorry, I had to take like an IRL moment. Zoe is like, has balled up her fist and ready to just punch me with her little fluffy paw.
So give me attention.
This means war.
Thanks, Sayori.
I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at those.
Well, we'll see about that. Dear Son, I thought that said Dear Santa for a minute.
Dear Santa, for Christmas this year, I would like...
Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. It makes me annoyed because I don't want to wake up yet. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue, it's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I like that part. Sayori! No, I don't know why I read it like that. This is just a guess, but... You wait until this morning to write this.
No! Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I just want breakfast.
I mean, oh.
I made eggs and toast! If you want to take the line and say, Sayori, go for it.
Even though you were late to school.
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing.
I just love this face for some reason. I just really like the.
Anyway, thanks for showing
me. So much fun.
I'm getting tired of that.
She does it all the time. What do you want me to do? Monika's the best.
Ah, yeah.
But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it.
That leaves Monika. Hi, Mags. This is the easiest one to do the voice for. Having a good time so far?
Ah, yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it.
How do you know what their voices sound like?
Huh?
How do you know what their voices sound like?
I made them up. I based them off the personality. So, like, obviously, Yuri's quieter, shy, so I kind of, like, make myself sound like I'm sitting in a room. And then, like, Natsuki, like, the bitch, so she's, like, very aggressive, so I gave her, like, a more, like, attacking voice. And then I gave Sayori, like, my stereotypical girl voice, so it's just change my voice and go like this. And then with Monika, I go, like, a little bit higher pitch than that, but, like, not really.
I don't sound like Yuri, though.
No.
I'm the shy one, but I don't sound like Yuri.
No, yeah, I'd say your voice would match more of, like, Sayori, but...
The bubbly, annoying one?
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
With my bad hand. Thank you very much.
Can you guess which one's my favorite so far out of all four of them?
Monika?
No.
Oh, no. The pink-haired one?
Anyways.
Manga.
By the way, since you're new and everything, you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better? I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. Much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled. Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
I don't know why I thought your favorite would be Yuri or something.
Shy girl?
Mm-hmm.
Because shy girl, probably. I don't know. I'm not super, because I think what it is for her, she's super about like horror and stuff like that.
She's really down.
Very dark, yeah.
That's why I'm like.
That's probably why I'm against it. If it weren't for, like, if she had like a cute side like Natsuki and Sayori do, I'm on the Yuri train.
Yeah.
Not. That's the only reason I didn't pick her, really.
I'm going based on who I think I would have a better friendship with.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like.
Yeah, as you are a girl playing the game.
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Ahahaha. Ahaha. Don't worry, Mags. I forget that was a laugh, not a embarrass. It sounded like the Wicked Witch.
Look at you, my pretty.
And your little dog, too.
And your little cat, too.
Yeah, exactly. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But that's the sort of barrier that we'll all get to learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true.
And Monika, my poem. I like this one. Makes me think of something Sayori would like.
Is that so?
Keep in mind, out of all the little things that you were picking, Sayori was the one that bounced the most.
Yep.
He's the leader, she can figure that out. You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common.
Well... We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different.
Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, sounds like you two are really care about each other's well-being. Showed in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when I'm reading your poem.
You sure you're not reading into it too much?
I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too?
Yeah, that's totally unexpected.
Well, to each their own. Shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
Okay. I'd love to see you try. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. Don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! Oh, that's you. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I actually feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then.
You need this before you start reading this one. This one's a little longer.
Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the directions. The spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in.
You think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Not sure if I know how to put it. Guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a lot.
Epiphany?
Something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Hey? Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. Try to make it perfect, and you'll never make any progress. Force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this. Your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. And go with the flow. My advice for today. Listening.
You.
That's everyone. Glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they are just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up. This is a literature club after all. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, their respective poems. They read in tandem. I read each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration, while Yuri smiles sadly. Which? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returned to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? Clearly about the feeling of giving up. That'd be cute. I know that. And the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with a single nice thing to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple... If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. Max did too. Based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly which I haven't yet. Mags liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Mags appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you full of yourself? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who... Fuck, I forgot about this line! Alright.
Who's she saying that to?
Natsuki saying it to Yuri. I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as Mags started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Mags... She's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. He started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's this point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out of the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Mags. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. The only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary limiting yourself, but it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Max? I will say, like, comparing all of their writing styles, I probably write, like, my own poems when I was in, like, class and stuff like that. Most like Yuri's, where there's a hidden meaning behind every word. Never what's directly written on the paper. So, like, looking at everyone's styles, like, I probably most relate to hers, and then I probably do freeform second most. Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? Not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So who do you agree with?
Go with the bottom one.
Help me, Sayori.
Yeah. Natsuki.
Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri.
Yuri?
Expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her.
Sayori.
Eh?
Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this?
Eggs. Well, that's her problem. It isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair to for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. He would never. Your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why. Exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Sayori... sorry, whoop, got that backwards. Natsuki, Yuri! You guys are my friends. I want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people. And I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems... They're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. Poems are amazing because they paint beautiful... Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Fucking losing it. Big and beautiful. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. Take some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is... Oh, that's you.
Well, this is why Sayori is vice president.
Whispered to Monica.
Excuse me.
She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing for me. Nah, that's you.
Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either.
Well, I guess that means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she?
You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing.
Good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her getting herself hurt.
That makes two of us. You can count on me.
Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. Only I can get the chance to talk to her a little more. Hey everyone! Just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. I'd say it was worth it. Alright, well mostly. Mags, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you learn something different from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone. Alex, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. Not to myself, with newfound determination. Mags! Ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go.
Hehehe. Sayori beams at me. It really has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time. Really can't say I'm not enjoying it either.
Hey Ori, about what happened earlier?
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. Just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you.
You. No, Mags. It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me happiest. I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is gonna be so much fun.
Ugh.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but... Here.
We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori.
Pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. We're gonna do this and then probably end for the night. Okay, so let's make one more poem before ending the stream.
Family.
Family.
Summer.
Summer.
Thing.
Ding.
Games.
Games.
Lollipop.
Lollipop. Lollipop.
Happiness.
Happiness.
World. Sunset. Valentine. Laugh. Journey.
Oh, we got one for Yuri.
Marshmallow. Yes. Ocean. Lucky.
That's how the song goes.
Time. I got two. Skipping. Dazzle. Clumsy. Let's end it with anime.
I think you were like neck and neck between Sayori and Natsuki, and then like at the very end, like it was just Sayori.
Those are my top two.
Like between them. All right. So I am gonna save here. I would like to do one more day, but it is kind of getting late because after this day is when things like really start getting deep with the story. But we can save it for next week. But yes, so game is saved. We are free to double save it. Save so we can continue. So, thoughts on Doki Doki so far?
I like it.
Okay. 4 words? Just 3 words?
It's is it gonna become where there's more choices to pick?
There's
or
gonna be
is it
more choices.
usually just like spread out like that?
I will say the story is very linear,
Mm.
but it does a good job at like there's always something going on. So like when I say like, oh, like after this day things are really gonna start happening, it's after this next day things will really start happening.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going through all the boring stuff right now, but it will pick up. So yeah, that's gonna be a stream for today. I want to thank everyone for checking out the stream. Big shout outs to Verati for doing the raid and by Trunk for the follow. And yeah, we're gonna be back next week with more Doki Doki. And that's really it. We're just gonna be back next week, and hopefully we finish it next week. If not, we'll do one more week, and that should finish the game. So yeah, thank you for playing Doki Doki with me. What did you think of my voice acting? On a scale of 1 to 10.
I give you like an 8, but I just enjoyed. I really got annoyed with it.
It's from Sayori.
But I don't know, it made me laugh.
I'm glad you got a laugh out of my voice acting. Oh my god, I was so embarrassed when it came to the one scene with Sayori and then the fight. Like, those lines just really fucking took it out of me.
Yeah, you were laughing.
I fucking lost it. I was, okay, because like, it was already just funny doing the voices for all the females while you were playing the male role.
Yeah.
And then it just, that whole thing, and I lost it.
I can just act all like, I don't give a crap.
You don't give a crap, yeah? Well, because I did kind of drag you into this, to be fair.
No, I mean the way the person talks.
Yes, your character is a big whatever.
Just like, whatever.
Your character is Meh from Emoji Movie.
Never seen that movie.
It's bad, don't.
I've heard.
Yeah, from me and Vaughn and Britt and Feck.
Yeah.
But, alright. Thank you everyone for checking out the stream. We will be back next week with Doki Doki, but we will be back tomorrow with some Fortnite followed by some Animal Crossing. So see you guys then.